Good morning, everyone. Happy Resurrection Sunday to each of you. We're grateful to be here. And we thank God for an opportunity to celebrate yet another Resurrection Sunday in this place. This is the second service. And yet we're still grateful. People are celebrating a special day. Occurred many years ago, but yet still relevant even today. Resurrection Sunday. A Sunday like any Sunday, but different from other Sundays. For some, resurrection occurs beyond just the symbolic day where we acknowledge Christ coming back from what was perceived grave. We're grateful for those people who experience resurrection every day. As we worship this day in this place, as we leave this place, may you keep us focused on this special occasion. We're so glad that with family and friends we can celebrate a momentous occasion. None of us are worthy in and of ourselves. As one writer said, it is merely grace that has us at this place. But because it's grace, We don't take it for granted. So be with us now. This is our humble prayer. As the choir sings, as the musicians play, as the ushers stand where they are, as the communion stewards perform their duties, as I attempt to lead this worship, as the laity and others come to this place, help us to worship you in spirit and in truth, and be excited, just like the fall of this world, when they realize that Christ had accomplished what he set out to accomplish. For this I ask in your name. Amen. Sponsored reading. 118, 14:24. 8:39 in our Cumberland. Strength and my power. The Lord has become my salvation. Right hand of the Lord does battle. Right hand of the Lord is exalted. Right hand of the Lord is battle. I shall not die, but I shall live and recount the deeds of the Lord. The Lord has saved me, Lord. Open to me the gates of righteousness, that I may enter through them and give thanks to the Lord. This is the day of the Lord, the righteous shall enter through it. Thank you that you have answered me and have become my salvation. This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice. Let us rejoice. Let us rejoice and be glad. Since we are preparing to pass the peace, let us remain standing after the glory pageant. Let's take some time to fellowship with one another on this Resurrection Sunday. Let's pass the peace.
We have a thank you from Charles Smith, and he's thanking the church for all of your concerns during his illness. We also have a thank you from Reverend Virginia Samuel. Reverend Virginia is thanking us for letting her be a part of the Women's Day celebration. And along with her thanks, she is sending the church a $50 donation. The Methodist men are sponsoring their annual Women's Day banquet on Friday, April 24th, 2015 from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Everyone's invited. Therefore, we need anyone who is coming to sign up by April 19th, 2015. Sign-up sheets are located in the narthex and in the hall across from the quilt. All men are asked to make a $35 donation towards the expenses of the banquet. Thanks in advance, Clifford Park, Vice President, United Methodist Men. I have no cards for guests worshiping with us today, but if you are a guest worshiping with us and like to be recognized, we ask that you stand and give us your names.
Here, I'm going to here in the workshop. I got friends in the workshop.
I'm going to do this again this time. All of you who are home with us, will you please stand? Everybody who's home. Thank you. To our guests, on behalf of Reverend Hodge and Cumberland United Methodist Church family, we welcome you to come. We are glad that you have taken this today to come to worship with us. We hope that Easter is happy with you, that you will enjoy our services. There will be other times when you will come back and worship with us. Again, welcome. God bless. After service, there is a reception in the fellowship hall for everybody. We ask that all of you come and join in the reception in the fellowship hall immediately following the worship service. Thank you.
Again, happy Easter to all. It is an honor and a privilege to come before you this morning representing the Evangelist Ministry on behalf of the McLeod family and the Lyon family. Mrs. Jamie McLeod has donated to the church 16 of the Easter lilies that you see present here today, and she has asked the Evangelism Ministry to distribute them to those that are sick and shut in, to the bereaved, and some of our matriarchs and patriarchs of the church. So those who I call, please see me, or a representative of them, to see me after services today to be presented an Easter lily on behalf of the late Reverend Edward C. McLeod by the family of Ms. Jamie McLeod and family. Those names are Francis Lye, Francis Levy, Ms. Queen E. Morris, Ms. Mabel Adams, Ms. Beatrice Dowdy, Ms. Doretha Cooper, Ms. Carrie Florence, Ms. Ernestine Wright, Ms. Willie Mae Sanders, Ms. Cornelia Hill, Ms. Janice Hawkins, Mr. Willie Phillips, Mr. James Spears, Ms. Omega Linton, and Ms. Lula Coleman. And if those individuals or representatives will see me after services today, I will present the Easter lilies on behalf of Ms. Jamie McLeod in memory of the late Reverend Edward C. McLeod. Other donations of lilies were given from the Collins, Lyon, and Gordon family. Thank you, and happy Easter.
Passage of scripture for today's message will come from 1 Corinthians 15th chapter, verses 1 through 11. Again, that's 1 Corinthians 15, verses 1 through 11. The version I utilize has the following words. Now, brothers and sisters, I want to remind you of the gospel I preached to you, which you received and on which you have taken your stand. By this gospel you are saved, if you hold firmly to the word I preached to you. Otherwise you have believed in vain. For what I received I passed on to you as of first importance, that Christ died for our sins according to the scriptures, that he was buried, that he was raised on the third day according to the scriptures, that he appeared to Cephas and then to the 12. After that, he appeared to more than 500 of the brothers and sisters at the same time, most of whom are still living, though some have fallen asleep. Then he appeared to James, then to all the apostles, and last of all he appeared to me also, as to one abnormally born. For I am the least of the apostles, and do not even deserve to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of God. But by the grace of God, I am what I am. And his grace to me was not without effect. No, I work harder than all of them, and yet not I, but the grace of God that was with me. Whether then it is I or them, this is what we preach, and this is what you believe. The word of God for the people of God. Please join me for a brief prayer. Oh Lord, it's wonderful to be here today on this special Sunday. Allow me to proclaim your special word in a way that will be impacting, that will be long-standing, that will be something that we can feast upon not only now but in the days to come. For I ask this in your name. Amen. Amen. You'll see the theme for this message is the gospel does make a difference. You know, for some of us, some things are non-negotiable. One of those things happens to be our faith claims. We believe what we believe. And no one is going to dissuade or persuade us otherwise. How do we get to that place where we can say that what we believe is solid and no one is going to change our mind? It usually comes from our experiences with family members, church members, friends, colleagues, associates, in Bible study, in Sunday school, or individual encounters with God through prayer. You'll never be convinced of anything unless we have some kind of encounter that validates for us that it is real or good. Something was shared with me a couple of days ago, and it said that some people are still missing the boat. There was a couple, not the state, but they sold tickets to heaven. Now, mind you, these individuals had a dependency. But the tickets were supposed to be golden tickets, and they were spray painted. And the authority said that they had no problem and it was okay for them to sell the tickets. But they could not say that the tickets were golden if they possessed it or not. But the people who purchased the tickets should have known that. You can't buy a ticket to heaven. Certainly you can't buy a golden ticket to heaven. That's given to those who are extended grace and mercy. And again, these individuals are
alcohol, depending on the substance that pushed them to that place. But we have to be careful and not to be vulnerable. Who in the world is going to be sharing something like that for profit? We can't buy our way in. God's not going to allow us to enter in that way. But we're here today because of our experiences in the church and other encounters that I've mentioned earlier. It's Resurrection Sunday. And we are here because we affirm and believe that Jesus Christ rose from the grave and is alive and well. Amen. Y'all a little quiet over now. Amen. Now, I know you're going to be a little louder after it's over, so get a head start. Get a head start. When Christ got up, because of Christ is getting up, we're given the opportunity to become sons and daughters of a true and living God. Yeah. Now, some can say, well, I've not seen this God personally. And some can say, well, how do you know it's real? Well, as the old people may say, every now and then I can feel it in my bones. I can feel him in my feet. I can feel him all over me. So I'm convinced that I don't necessarily have to see him physically. But every now and then, God indicates that God is valid and real. Resurrection Sunday. What's your recollection of this special time? When were you first exposed to this powerful transformational story that the writer in 1 Corinthians 15, 1-11 is alluding to? I would say that my first exposure to the message of resurrection came when I was exposed to it in the local church. I attended as a child, youth, and young adult. Those formative years in the Christian faith have grounded me, and I appreciate all that I was taught along the way. None of us came to Christ on our own. Every one of us came to Christ as a result of the gospel exposure. But there was something that needed to take place. In order for us to come to the gospel, we had to be led by something or someone. And it was critical that after we were exposed, we were open. It could have been a young person. It could have been an elderly person. It could have been the pastor. It could have been a Sunday school teacher. But whatever means and by whomever God has elected to use to expose us to the gospel, it took solid footing. And as the writer indicates here, it made a difference for him. It has and continues to be a difference maker for those who still believe. The resurrection story is the resurrection story, but even with that, it has helped countless persons establish an ongoing relationship with a God who accepts all through grace. We know where we are. God knows where we are. Right? And because God knows where we are, the gospel can find us. I can say in Canada that I've been to places that the gospel didn't show up. I didn't tell you where it was, but I've been to places. But you know, even if the gospel didn't show up in a literal sense, there was something there that kept me from going too far. And I'm not the only one now. I'm not the only one who's been places and done things or even said some things that had nothing to do with the gospel. The writer, similar to many of us, was one who could say that it made a difference for him. But remember, remember, this is also the individual who fought against the gospel earlier in his life. He refuted his claims. He said that it was not legitimate. But then you know the story of this person. Even in his trying to go against the gospel, God won out. Don't you know there have been times when we have tried to go against the grain? We came to church. We had our Easter speeches. We learned them verbatim. We grew up knowing all of the stories. But there was something that they have pulled us in a different direction. But this is true. When they say a parent or guardian, if you train up a child in the way, I don't care where we go, and I don't even care what we do, at some point it will recall to us what is really true. I'm not the only one. This is what happened for this individual. He was a non-believer, but somewhere in his travels, the gospel came along his path, and he was struck by it. We are here because we have been influenced by the gospel. On this Resurrection Sunday, consider where you were before you accepted Christ as your Lord and Savior. Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with? How long were you there? Oh, don't tell it to me, because I don't need to know. I'm not going to tell you my stuff. Where were you? But God knew where you were. And God could go where you were. And God could touch you where you were. And God could reshape you into being the person that God sought you to become. And that's why I'll never give up on anyone. I don't care where they are. I don't care what they do. I don't care what you say about them. I would never give up on anyone, because the gospel can change anyone. And even if they're the chiefest of sinners, because you know sometimes we get beside ourselves. But don't let somebody commit a sin and we know about it. You hold it over their head for the rest of their life. But the gospel says, all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So if the person has sinned, you better be praying that sin don't fall on you. And maybe it's not the same sin, but sin is sin. But the resurrection story says he died for all, so that we might have a chance to taste of eternal life. So I'm joining the writer of this passage, and I'm going to exhort us to reflect upon this wonderful message of salvation that was shared through humanity in the embodiment of Jesus Christ. Those of us who have been affected by this message displayed in the gospel, we understand its significance. We're here this Resurrection Sunday because someone took it upon themselves to expose us. But even before someone exposed us, there was someone who gave it all. His life, the essence of being human, so that when you messed up, and some of us have, we could say, Lord, forgive me. And even if you have gotten to the point where you're not doing some of the things that you once did, you can pray for your brother or sister. Lord, forgive them. And you can go back and say, you know, I haven't always been where I am today. Because the church, if it's going to be the body of Christ as it's been designed, is a place where we are here for one another. We're not here to put one another down. We're not here to pit one against another. We are here to move forward so that God's perfect will for the community of faith can come to pass. None of us are at the same place. The person in the passage could be seen as a junior person in the faith. But notice what he says. He says, I worked harder than them all. He knew he had been a sinner. See, people who know they sin, they keep it real. You know, it's the ones who try to fake the funk that just get on my nerves. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing. No, you don't do it now. But you have done it. And if you turn the light on at night, that don't apply here. I'm just saying there are people who might be exposed. But the individual who triumphed over death and rose again proved that he was who he said he was. And I'm talking about Jesus. Well, when Christ appeared to his followers after the resurrection, some of them had mixed emotions. You know, today we still have mixed emotions about this story because it seems so distant for some of us. We don't have a need, some now, to really respond in the affirmative to the gospel because we have things now. We have jobs and we have places that are comfortable where we live, and we have things that make us not so needy as far as religious observances are concerned. But I'm here to share with you on this Resurrection Sunday that things come and go, but the gospel will be there for us all the time. And it is the gospel that has made a difference in all of our lives, as we can recall when you were down and out, whether you knew it or not. It was the gospel that made someone pray for you. When you had no one else to turn to. You may not have known the Bible verse to go to, but you knew that there was a God who you could look up to and cry out, God, I need you to have mercy on me. You may not know all of the books of the Old and New Testament, but you know that when the time comes for you to say, God, help me, there is an entity greater than any of us could ever imagine. And that's why I'm glad I can share that it makes a difference. It'll be here long after we're gone. It's steady. It's firm. It has stood the test of time. People have tried to silence those who push the gospel. People have attempted to lie on those who push the gospel. People have attempted to destroy those who have pushed the gospel. But the gospel is firm. And it'll make a difference in your life. If you're not aware of its significance, I suggest you talk to a senior person who's been sick. If you're not aware of its significance, I propose that you talk to someone who has been in a place of despondency. If you're not aware of its significance, I ask you to talk to someone who has probably been on a college campus one time or another, and was at a place where you didn't know if you were going to make it out of a particular class. And you may not have known all the words to pray, but you called out on the Lord's name. And somehow, you don't know how. God made a way. That's the gospel. The things that are planted in our psyches from this level on up is the gospel. You don't have to be a theologian to have it placed in you. So I'm going to encourage the parents, the Sunday school teachers, and I know it's tough for those who are educators, but there's probably a way for you to do it too. You've got to be careful how you do it, but share what you can in whatever way is best and safe. But the gospel is a message that will stick when everything else fails. As we prepare now to open the doors of the church, I want you to go back to your first encounter with the gospel. Now, some of us have to go way back. And that's all right. Because those who have to go further can put more in those of us who may not be where they are. So they can share